Hello, how is everyone doing? I know we didn't have an interview come out this week because I'm a little behind on those, but I'm getting right up back on it. So we can expect, I'm sure, another interview to come out next Thursday. Other than that, of course, I've been busy doing my own thing. I have friends who know that I connect to people's spirit guides, and so they always say things like, "How come you never tell me about mine?" Well, I don't I don't just see guides around people, it's a little different. Like I do a meditation. I basically, go out of body, astral travel. I have to meet the guides on their level, which is, like adjusting my vibration to go to where they are. Um, and I've been able to do that. Like I learned it, it took me some time to be able to adjust and shift myself to go very high or very low. Obviously, people's guides are not on lower dimensions, but um, that is how I see them. I do get little hits occasionally on people when I'm just with them and have learned to not blurt them out. For example, when I see that somebody had a past life as another kind of being, for example, something that might not be what we consider, a beautiful being. How about like girls are usually pretty happy to hear if they were a fairy or mermaid in another life, but they are not super stoked when they were gnomes or golems. So I had to like learn to not blurt it out. And this is all based on what humans think is attractive. I don't know that a golem doesn't think that a golem is attractive. You know what I'm saying? This is just a human concept. But nonetheless, I don't say it. And in fact, which is so great, is that my daughter and I can like side chat with each other when, we're out in public and we see like, oh, that girl was a golem before. Wow, look at that. And we'll notice like it's not just the face, it's the mannerisms, it's the walk, it's like it's everything. So lots of bleed through sometimes. Well, anyways, back to my story. My friend had asked me, and I've been friends with her a long time. She does my hair and she does hair and makeup. She's awesome. And she asked me, like, oh, how come you never told me about my spirit guides? And I mean, right at that moment, I did get a hit that it's mermaid, but I didn't say anything because I need to meditate and confirm and do this deep dive that I do. Um, and honestly, it doesn't work as good if there isn't an energy exchange involved. And we can talk about that another time. Uh, there wasn't really an energy exchange, except I was getting mermaid right away. So when I got home, I was thinking, oh, I need to meditate and connect to my friend's guides so I could tell her, what I see. And without meditating, this one popped in my head. I'm going to show you, I'm going to share the screen. So this one popped in my head without meditating, which is fairly unusual. Like I got like the picture put into my head of her, and she was very pretty. This is my friend's guide, and I thought it was so great because my friend does hair and makeup, and this mermaid had a lot of makeup, and her hair was really pretty, very pink. But it's kind of funny because my friend is not that into pink like she is into purples and blues and turquoise. So I did see that my friend was a mermaid with her, and she did have purple blue, like the blue tail and the purple hair and the purple eyeshadow. So it was really cool. But what I didn't get at the time, because I know that I've had a life as a mermaid, and I was told that I had red hair, but I was about to see my friend on Monday, and I started feeling this overwhelming feeling that I didn't have red hair, I had pink hair, and that an aspect of myself is my friend's spirit guide. And I did confirm it with my pendulum, I confirmed it with my daughter, I confirmed it with Michael Shaman. So triple confirmed. that my intuitions about it are correct, that this is actually an aspect of myself. And I was kind of blown away because, that idea that everything is happening in some linear fashion is just not actually the way it is. So we could have higher level aspects of ourselves and lower level aspects of ourselves happening concurrently. And you could be a spirit guide to somebody else. How crazy is that? I mean, it's just the concept is mind blowing because I think our human brains work on a linear timeline. You know what I mean? So this is crazy. The other thing about this week is I had this dream. Yeah, I said earlier in another recording that I integrated Merlin and I've been working with Merlin and we've been doing some really great stuff. But I got up one night in my dream and I was putting lotion on my face in the mirror, and the face in the mirror that was looking back at me looked like this. I mean, I didn't see the wings and the halo, but I understood that it was an angel. And I had already done enough research about Merlin because I didn't even know if he was a fictional character only or if he incarnated. And I was getting the information that he had incarnated, but some of the information was correlating Merlin with Archangel Raphael and the sacred green flame energy, which all made sense to me. And even the fact that he has a staff with the caduceus on it, it ties back to Imhotep, and Michael Shaman is Imhotep incarnate. So it all ties into my soul group, and I was making all these connections, but it was crazy that I was like in the mirror in my dream rubbing lotion. You know how like lotion will be white and you're trying to rub it and get it to absorb in your skin, but the face rubbing the lotion on was that face, which is a really handsome, you know, blonde man with a strong jawline. And I again, I woke up and I was thinking, wait a minute, who is Merlin actually? And confirmed again 3 times. Merlin is an aspect of Archangel Raphael that, a small part of him incarnated as Merlin, not, I'm sure it wasn't the whole energy as Merlin, but an aspect. So I've been happy to learn that I've been working with an archangel. And there's more to this story, but I'm going to cut it there because that'll be another day what I can continue to say about the angels and archangels, because I had another one come forward, but I want to draw him and all that stuff. So it'll be another story. My ear's doing stuff. Lastly, I had another dream a while ago, and the dream was that I was standing looking over this valley with a river, and it was green on both sides, and it was beautiful. But over the river was this slow procession, like a parade of UFOs or UAPs or whatever you want to call them. I still say UFO because, you know, I'm 50. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, I guess. But this is kind of what my dream looked like. And I had made an artwork about it that sort of looked like my dream. But after talking with Britt Elders, I interviewed her. The interview was called Proof of Palladian Contact. It was a couple of weeks ago. She kept getting kicked out of the Zoom meeting when I was recording. And I don't like to splice my interviews because there's energy in the interviews. There's activation energies when I'm talking to a lot of these people. So I like to leave it pretty raw. And I had said that to her. Oh, no, now I have to edit, which I don't like to do. I don't want to bring down the vibration of the interview. And she suggested that I splice in higher vibration things like the photos Billy Myers took of the Palladian UFOs. And so with that in mind, I added some of the photos that Billy Myers took of the UFOs into my original image. And I've been watching a lot of X-Files. So, in the background in Fox Mulder's office is a poster. It is a Billy Myers photo, by the way, and it says, I want to believe. But now the government's coming forward with all this information about, UFOs being real. So the premise of the show is slightly outdated because the premise of the show is that the government is hiding um, the existence of ETs and UFOs. Um, so to be more current, I just changed the words to say, I believe. I made prints of this, and they could be purchased. I only made 10. I actually made them because I want to hang one on my own wall, but I can make more. So if anyone would like to order one of these, you can go onto my website, thetattooroom.com. I have a merchandise page, and there's a prints. I think it says supernatural prints. Just click that, and you can make a note to me probably, or email me and let me know which print you'd like. But if it's this one, um, you know, I can ship one out to you. I've got 9 to spare, but I can make more. And obviously, if you live in, I'm in the USA. If the shipping is going to cost a bunch for me to ship to somewhere around the world, then I may contact you just for additional shipping fees. Uh, but that's it. I think that's going to be it for today. Um, I do have more stories to tell, but I like to keep these short and just upload as I go. But I hope everyone has a beautiful weekend, and I will see you next time.